ultimately the guide for us is that it is a product that meets the need of farmers.
Hello, and welcome to this edition of the State of Soy. I'm Michaela Jordan, here with Danny Singh, co-director of the Iowa Soybean Research Center at Iowa State University. Danny, start by telling us what soybean breeding is and how you go about your work.
I think of breeding in the context of development of new varieties. And these are varieties that farmers are going to grow, and then they will be utilized, whether it's for food purpose or feed purpose or fuel. And the process of breeding is we are trying to assemble a variety by making hybridizations or crosses between parents to produce a progeny that has the characteristics that would make it for a good soybean variety. So we get good traits from one parent, we get good traits from the other parents. We go through years of testing and selecting for important traits such as seed yield, such maybe protein, could be oil, agronomic performance, diseases, insect tolerance. And at the end of those years of successive years of testing, we are able to come up with a variety that has favorable traits and characteristics of both parents that meets the need of the farmers and the industry.
With those different breeding characteristics and those collaborations that you are also building, how can those relationships and those new varieties impact a farmer's bottom line?
The idea is that we have to have a profitable production. We have to have a production system that meets the need of farmers. It is meeting the criteria that has been established, that it is sustainable, year after year. It works in the crop rotation. On the research side, we are looking at a lot of different tools and technologies that provide us with increased ability to phenotype or increased ability to create a very specific type of background and varieties that can help farmers. We are also consciously and in a targeted manner, we are looking to improve tolerances against different abiotic stresses. These would be, can we improve the tolerance of soybean towards water-limited conditions? Can we look at ways to improve soybean performance in flooding? Can we look at improvement in terms of nutrient uptake? Can we look at varieties that have perhaps heat tolerance? So we look at a range of different traits, some of the biotic stresses of diseases and insects and nematodes, but then also in terms of quality, that farmers are able to get a product that they have a good market to sell. It's a broad brush that the team that I am a part of, but ultimately the guide for us is that it is a product that meets the need of farmers and the industry that is going to be purchasing and processing it, and also consumers.
You touched on it a little bit, how technology and the industry are constantly changing. And looking towards the future, what do you see coming next in the area of breeding?
So there are lots of exciting work that are going on, not just in our program, but in other programs, both in public and private sector. There are technologies such as genome editing. People are looking at ways to have very precise modification in the genome, so it has expression of a trait. There is also an effort, we are participant in that, is to bring both computer science and engineering into the domain of breeding. So we're looking at cyber agricultural systems. There are ways of some of the genetic modification that can provide additional protection against some of the stressors, could be weeds, could be diseases. So there are lots of efforts, new tools and technologies that are coming.
Soybean breeding is redefining the future of agriculture and the soybean industry by creating traits that will help us against both the agronomic and the environmental factors that are weighing against farmers. Danny, thank you for joining us today on the State of Soy. We greatly appreciate you sharing your knowledge with our farmer base. Reporting for this edition of the State of Soy, I'm Michaela Jordan.
Farming is a competitive business, and you need equipment you can count on every single day. That's why for nearly 90 years, farmers have entrusted their grain handling to Brandt Agricultural Products. Brandt's full line of hardworking conveyors, augers, grain carts, vacs, grain bagging equipment, and tillage equipment are made to deliver the competitive edge you need to lead the field and are manufactured here in the USA. For more information on our full line of products, visit brandt.ca today.